Welcome to the Ascend Tournament Series mainstream. I'm Sporty FC. Oh, as my audio's gone bad. One sec. Is this better? Hello? Let's see. Checking. Is this better? Yeah, it's a lot better. Welcome to the Ascend Tournament Series mainstream, everybody. So apologies for the audio delays at the start there. I don't know if it was just me, but I heard some issues, so I had to reset the audio real quick. But we're good! And we're here for the end of Week 5. This is technically Week 6 that we're in right now, but this is a Week 5 match that was allowed an extension into today, which is Monday. Wyffer Wet Jets take on the Torrent Corp. We've actually not seen either of these teams this season, which surprised me because Wet Jets are one of the long-standing teams. They've been here since Season 2, have even won as well. Last season they were in the Apex Cup, got a finish in 4. Torrent Corp is a new team this season. Although they themselves might be new, they're the highest seeded team in this tournament, and they're showing that here with a 3-0 record right now. Through all of their matches, they're tough. Their best and most impressive win so far this season was last week when they swept PXU, Phoenix United Ghost. Right now, we're holding the 3rd spot in this group, right ahead of the Wet Jets, who are 2-1. Torrent Corp are definitely going to be looking forward to their match later this week when they play against GHG Athens as well. So, Wet Jets and Athens are probably going to be their most important matches of the season. These are scary teams, likely to make good runs in the playoffs as well. Teams you'd want to beat against if you are a team as good as Torrent Corp, who again are holding on to that undefeated record. A lot of pressure on them to perform well, and we'll hopefully see why they're such a solid team as well tonight. Again, I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be a great series. As we'll get things underway in just a moment or two here. Torrent Corp again are undefeated through all their matches. Wyffer Wet Jets are 2-1. Their only loss coming rather early in the season when they took their loss in Week 1 to PXU Ghost in a 3-2 loss. But see how this team performs, and for them, they do have their starting roster tonight here. And Armor J, Muffin, and Moose. On their side for Torrent, it is Daily, Swag, and who is that? That is Beware, I think, who goes by Bakura. Is that Beware? Yeah, that is Beware. Let's get things underway, shall we? Enough talking. Let's just get some matches. Let's just get this match going on here. Again, during the end of Week 5. And the end of the regular season. Yeah, spots are starting to become tough here. Although all these teams are almost all guaranteed spots, the Wet Jets are in a little bit of a problem here. They have not guaranteed anything. Actually, I don't think even the Torrent Corp side has either. So, getting wins still crucial, still needed here if you're either of these sides. Going into your Week 5, your 4th match of the season, Torrent Corp are currently undefeated. The Wet Jets, who again have never missed a top 8 finish, actually they haven't even missed a top 6 finish in their history as a roster in any Ascend Tournament Series tournament. To better keep it that way, going into what might be one of the toughest seasons yet in the Apex Cup, and definitely a pretty tough group overall. Again, that loss to PXU Ghost early in the season has really not helped them out here. Still a ton of matches to go. I mean, they play 7 matches total. These teams still have a lot more time to get wins. A big win this could be against two very, very good teams. Wet Jets on the blue, but Wyffer Torrent Corp, again, the leading roster of their org, as Torrent says that's going to be goal 1. Daly will be given credit, although that was an own goal, as it just bounced off the ball, off the back wall. And Armor J, who didn't have a great read on this to begin with, hesitated, couldn't find the touch, and Torrent Corp takes the first goal. Roster as good as Torrent Corp are definitely going to take any goal they can get. They'll be more than happy. And for the Wet Jets, again, their weakest ever finish was top 6. 2 seasons ago, I believe. This season they were able to get a top 4 finish in the semi-finals. They've never missed the final bracket in any tournament they played in, whether it be league-based or not. As right now, though, Torrent Corp proving why they are such a tough opponent. 2-0. Already as Daly sets up the play for Swag, who actually had to get around Daly, who almost ran over his own teammates. And this Torrent Corp team, not only are they super high rank, the highest ranked team here in the Apex Cup, they're almost Pinnacle Cup rank actually. They might even be entering into Pinnacle Cup rank at this point in the season. Not only that, but they also have, again, some pretty scary individuals here. This is definitely a team full of really good individuals who play their time together. There's a reason why Torrent Corp lists this team as their top team, even though this is not the only Apex level side. Themselves a very new org, their first season in the Ascent Tournament Series, and already making a name for themselves. They're the third largest org by number of teams representing them under their name. Behind some pretty long-lasting names in House Wyffer and Team Evo. This Torrent Corp side's likely to, or at least this org is likely to stick around for quite a while in the Ascent Tournament Series as they will look for what would be a huge victory for themselves. Again, putting themselves with Team Evo, with House Wyffer as orgs that have won. There've been a good number of orgs that have won an ATS, but many that have also not, and Torrent would like to get themselves there. Torrent Corp seem like the team to do it. Again, there has not been that much, really, that many teams that have been able to compete with them in their group. Wet Jets might be one of those teams that can't compete with them. And you think if there's any team that can compete with them, it would be a team as storied, as long-lasting as the Wet Jets are. But Torrent Corp not making anything easy for them. Their offense is proven they might just be a full offensive type of team, and it is very similar to the old 135 esports teams, the ones that would just go for everything aggressive, would win on offense only. You definitely get that feeling with this Torrent Corp side. To be fair, Daly was part of 135 not too long ago, but he'll find swag! He's not on 135 anymore, and he's definitely making sure that this is not a 135 esports. As a little redirect will keep the play above, and Torrent Corp with a 4-0 lead. As Swag hits quite the simple and nice looking redirect there. I worry will be if Wet Jets can even get a goal this game. I think it's very likely. I mean, we haven't seen much of the Torrent Corp defense. We haven't really had to see much from them, to be fair. They haven't had to play much of it this season, but I think for the Wet Jets, it's going to be a question of can they even get to offense? A team that's so chemistry-based, it's weird to see them outplayed in that aspect. In many ways, it's definitely a faster-moving, higher-level, a very aggressive Torrent Corp. The only team from Torrent, though, in the Apex Cup, Torrent Gellion, another team here that's also actually doing quite well. They're not in the same group, but another top-level team that you should definitely focus on in the Apex Cup as a definite team that could, you know, really compete for that championship. As Torrent's going to go to offense again, challenge 1. As Armor J gets bumped, Daly looking for goal number 5. As this one cleared back, Swag whiffed on it. Armor J with some room, but jumping in is Beware. Daly off the corner, Swag will be met by Moose as up goes Muffin. Drop down, pass! Oh, it's hit the back post! That was a perfectly designed play, one that Moose knew where he was going. But he just missed the net. Really gonna hurt in a game where they haven't had much to work with on offense. That was a chance that they would love to have back. For being so far down in the game as well. What a showing. As they'll get things to continue moving. Akira, or Beware, Swag will take it over one Armor J to block. And the offense just, you know, showing us what Torrent Corp is made of here. Offensively, although they are going to give one up late here. Only one. The Wet Jets may not leave empty-handed, but they'll definitely feel like they have, because, man, they really did not have much of a chance in this game. I mean, Torrent Corp had a lightning fast start, 4 goals in a row. But if this is the Torrent Corp we're going to be seeing for the rest of the night, It might as well be over by this point. The Wet Jets are not going to compete with an offense that good. But again, it depends if Torrent Corp can be consistent. I mean, this is a new team for me. I haven't seen them before. I know they're very good. But I would definitely want to wait and see how they perform. Coming into Game 2, if they can find more of that offense, because they definitely slowed down by the end of Game 1. I don't know if that was a case of them kind of relaxing a little bit because they were already so far in the lead. Or if it is the Wet Jets who are, again, learning what Torrent Corp wants to do, but we'll see that answer here in Game 2 as Muffin looking for an early start will be kept away by Beware. Double commit, actually. Torrent Corp not going to get to the ball. Now the Wet Jets double commit, and Armor J, who kind of took that away from Moose. Muffin jumping. He doesn't get the touch he wants here. Daly towards the net. Moose is up. He actually didn't get a touch on that one. But the Wet Jets will clear it out. As infield, it's Moose, saved by Daly. Another double commit though from the Wet Jets. Really running low on boosting those rotations. Being a team that is heavily rotational based, this is definitely not a good sign for them in Game 2. But they've held on for now, but I've got to keep finding these touches. Torrent Corp is going to play that offense. The Wet Jets need to do well to slow it down, silence their shots. Torrent Corp keeps play. Armor J. Muffin can't go. Will be for Beware. Muffin. Punches this one. Armor J looking to the midfield. Daly. Just one. Up in the air by Moose. Swag. It is saved away. Armor J gets to it as here goes Beware. Daly. Your back will be Swag as Armor J on the block. Beware. Daly. Muffin. He's not going to have an easy read. He does get that touch, though. Wet Jets are holding on by a thread at this point. They'll finally get it out here, but they still don't have offense. Maybe Moose can get things started. Doesn't have a good touch there. Daly's going to clear this one. Straight back to Armor J. Swag. Torrent Corp. Just like they had at the end of Game 1. Not able to get offense. Not able to get shots, really. I would say they're definitely getting possession. But all they're getting, though. No matter how long you may be holding possession, if you don't get goals, that possession really doesn't matter. As Swag. Moose does well to stop that dunk. How will that clear is right up for Beware. Swag. B for Daly. Moose and the Wet Jets really playing the slow game here. All they really need is one goal, and maybe this could win them the game. A big maybe, though. That Torrent Corp is playing. Their offense definitely is one that I don't expect you're going to shut out very consistently. If ever, that is to say, at the very least. Jets need something. That would have been it. Armor J just missing the target. And the Wet Jets got to go back as it might be a 2v1 here. Moose is already up. That's a heads-up play from the defense of the Wet Jets. Bit of the Torrent Corp side before they had time to really make something happen as Swag play that fake. Daly taking a really long time to challenge this. And actually that is a weird play there from Torrent, but they are still going to win this one. Is there anyone back across the net? Demo from Moose will eliminate Swag as Daly will leave this one back. Swag still with it. Up goes Beware. This one is behind Armor J. And eventually Torrent Corp would find their way through. With all the offense they've had, something was bound to happen. With 90 seconds left, the Wet Jets, who have still not scored yet in Game 2, will now need something, but they're not going to get it up the kickoff. Swag takes goal 2. That's just a gamble from Muffin and from Moose to win that one outright. They don't get it. And Torrent Corp now double their lead. The Wet Jets are still hopeful for something to go in their favor. They'll get a goal, though. Scoring has definitely picked up in the last couple of seconds. From nothing, we now have 3 goals from both these teams. Still a good amount of time to go. This has only been 11 seconds of time, and 3 goals have been scored in it. Considering the first 3.5 minutes, we didn't have any goals. That was a quick change of pace. And Torrent might look for another one here, as in front of the net. Armor J will go back for Moose. The heavy first touch, though, will win that challenge, however. But Torrent Corp in it says, oh, it's not a great pass. It will be cut out by Armor J. Beware, demoed, but not before he gets that pinch. That sends the Wet Jets all the way back to their own half of the field. Here goes Beware. Doesn't reach it. Daly gets through Armor J. It's Moose missing it. Swag towards the back of the net. Muffin somehow keeps that one out. And Torrent Corp all racing back. This one, saved by Daly. Beware gets up to it. Armor J just going on his own. Nobody with boost here for Torrent Corp. Everybody's scrambling back. This will not be an easy last 30 seconds for themselves as the Wet Jets keep moving. Moose, tap down for Muffin. Demo's in front, but it will be Beware with the clear. Moose, back to Muffin. The Wet Jets maybe get one last chance here in Game 2. That is if they can get down the field. They haven't done it yet. Time's running out. Moose to Muffin! Oh, they tied it! They had a late goal last game. It didn't make a difference. This one will. 2-2. And the Wet Jets battle back. And we go to overtime. Wyffer Wet Jets have been holding on for dear life to this game. They have been on a desperation on defense to get as many games as they can. They have forced this one to OT. Now the question is, can they find one last chance? Swag. Possession held for Torrent Corp. It is Beware! And it is a no-doubter! Torrent Corp takes a 2-0 series lead. And in front of that like this, there's no chance Armor J can save it. Beware has all these options. The Wet Jets, when you're stuck like that, you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. You can't do anything about it. And Torrent Corp, through all the battles that the Wet Jets have given them, have still taken the game. We go to Game 3. We go to match point for Torrent Corp, triple match point even. They go 4-0 in the season to sweep the Wet Jets. I mean, this Torrent Corp team proving they are the real deal this season. The newcomers are making quick work of the old veterans of the Wet Jets here, a team that has been virtually unchanged since their inception. They've only ever changed that 4th player, that sub on their roster. Starting 3 have always been the same. Being a team that, again, consistently made it into the top final day of these tournaments. And about a team that knows how to play in this division, that consistent in this division, and yet one that is finding themselves at the potential receiving end of a sweep here to Torrent Corp. As Swank, oh, that's a great bump, and it's gonna be wide open for Beware. Quick work of this first goal is, I mean, this is aggressive. Everybody in that final third for the Torrent Corp side. That is a perfectly timed bump from Daly, and that aggressive push is worth it. Torrent Corp will score first in Game 3. Scored first every game so far. Now in Game 3, looking to make it less close than it was last time around. They do not want another overtime. They don't need more reasons for the Wet Jets to be alive in this series. Every touch, every play upfield will keep them soaring ahead of the Wet Jets. As Daly, fake on Muffin. Cleared away by Armor J. Oh, a team bump as well. Muffin will hold on as bumped out by Daly. Beware, around the corner. Armor J challenged by Beware as Muffin will clear this one back as Swang gets rid of the play before the Wet Jets have a chance to shoot on it. Oh, they're holding the midfield well here. Muffin's going to win out on this play as pinched with Beware. Playing a lot more in clears here, but a miss from Armor J. Swag's got an open chance. One-on-one. Fake. Waiting. The dunk not there. Took a little too much time. Should have gone for a bit more of an immediate play, but Torrent Corp still attacking as this is an open backfield, and Beware knows it. Doubling the lead. As just an errant touch from Moose straight to Torrent Corp. I mean, he's looking for the pass, but in that position, it just needs to keep control. You can't give them a free touch that when Armor J is playing that close. And Torrent Corp now in the driver's seat as Daly. Oh, he missed on the flick. I feel like if there's one more goal for Torrent Corp, Wet Jets aren't coming back from a 3-goal deficit. How desperate Game 2 was for them. It really felt like it took all their energy just to keep things close. That was a 2-2 game, when they had to battle from behind. They're 3 goals down with half the game to go, less than half the game to go at this point. I don't know if they stand a chance to beat Torrent Corp with the way that they're playing right now. Daly to Beware towards the net. Armor J will keep it out. Muffin gets around Daly, but no more touches. It will be right to Torrent Corp's possession. As here goes Swag. Demo in front. Moose will be waiting. The Wet Jets not been nearly as good on defense this game. As in front of the net, Daly will actually stop that shot. It was going to be blocked regardless. As Moose. Ben. Daly's hit this one in the wrong direction. Is he gonna get back in time? He won't! The Wet Jets will take their first of Game 3. And still proven to be a formidable opponent here for Torrent Corp. They've had to make comebacks before. That's a huge goal. They're only one away from looking to make another comeback here in Game 3. Very similar to how they almost made their comeback in Game 2. But, oh, that's not gonna wait very long. Oh, but Daly missed it! I don't know if he realized that, but the net was open there. That's one that Torrent could have gone up 3-1. As Daly kept away by Moose. Demo from Muffin now. Leaves room for Armor J. Daly, though, gets around Moose. Has open room. Low boost, but he doesn't need a lot to take a shot! And to find the net! And if I'm not wrong, I believe Daly is actually a player who has played ones. I don't know if he's ever played ones on the stream, but I know he's done it before. This does not surprise me that on his own like this, he's able to find that much power. It is really a ones move there. Shooting like that. Torrent Corp now really putting the pressure on the Wet Jets. As if there wasn't pressure already. 3-1 their lead. Not out of this game just yet, but a little time is left here. The Wet Jets need something massive here in these final 60 seconds. Muffin, drop down, cleared away by Swag. Still moving upfield as should leave us one, and there was no one there to support him. Beware wasn't ready for it. Torrent Corp is going all the way back, but Swag keeps it. Beware waiting as Swag, still Swag, Muffin gets there, and Swag looked like he was going for a shot, a cross between a shot and a pass there with Beware. Couldn't really make up his mind. That's why that play gets saved. He goes all in on one of those two options. Maybe he gets it as Muffin! Oh, what a strike! Off the bar and in! Less than half a minute to go. The Wet Jets still have hope. And with passes like these, that's their bread and butter. That's what this team is definitely best at. Even Torrent Corp, no matter how good their chemistry might be, they're not stopping those kind of passes. But they only need to hold on for less than half a minute here. Time's in their favor. Play is on their side, but the Wet Jets are still hopeful. Armor J. Swag. Missed it! Daly! Oh, he'll get the save. Final 10 seconds here. The Wet Jets are slow here to get the display away. It's going to go all the way back. Moose looking to keep it alive. Torrent Corp, though, go all the way back to their half of the field. This one still kept up as Muffin finds Armor J. Swag leaves it. Oh, it's off the corner, infield pass, it's Moose, it's kept alive, Armor J, one last stop by Swag, and Torrent Corp wins the series. They sweep Wyffer Wet Jets. And boy, that ball was kept aloft for at least 10 seconds in that last play. Like the Wet Jets said, their chance, they just couldn't put it in. It just wasn't good enough. What a showing. That was incredible. And a tough performance, too. They really had to work for that one. That was close. It was competitive. But Torrent Corp proving why they are such an incredible foe. Oh, field sweep over the Wet Jets. Just not something that you see happen often. What a showing here for the Wet Jets. But an even better showing from the Torrent Corp side. Wet Jets kept it close. Closer than I think a lot of other teams have against Torrent Corp. But fortunately, the way the Torrent Corp is playing, I don't think anybody's going to stop this team in this group. I mean, I thought the Wet Jets maybe had the best chance of beating them. Clearly, that's not going to be the case here. This Torrent Corp side, again, is the real deal. It might be we might have a Apex Cup season where the question is who gets second, not who gets first. Again, if Torrent Corp plays like this all season, I don't think anybody's beating them. But we'll have to see about that. For now, though, showing an incredible performance from quite the competent team here. Again, doing it themselves, that was seriously impressive. As again, a 3-0 sweep. Just again, incredibly impressive for a Torrent Corp side that has been causing havoc this season. Unfortunately, the match was definitely shorter than I wanted it to be, but it's what it is. Sometimes it happens. Credit to them, that is an insane performance. 3-0, though, will be that final scoreline. Thank you all so much for joining the Ascent Tournament Series mainstream. In the near future, we'll be offline for a little bit, as I'm going to be on vacation throughout Week 7. I'm going to try to get as many matches as I can for Week 6 for all of you, and of course, after Week 7, I'll get as many matches as I can afterwards. For now, though, take care, have an amazing rest of the night. Thank you all so much for joining.